In Korea, there is a proverb that goes, "A bucket that leaks inside the house will also leak outside." Inspired by this saying, I'd like to discuss under the title, "A leaky bucket in the body also leaks in the spirit." Humans are made up of spirit, soul, and body. These three elements are not separate but are organically connected, influencing each other. Once, I visited an Oriental medicine clinic for my stiff neck muscles, and I found it fascinating that they also applied acupuncture to my feet. This is because the blood vessels, nerves, and muscles in our bodies are interconnected from the center to the extremities. Thus, when acupuncture is applied to the pathways where these connections flow, it helps relieve the pain in the affected areas. Similarly, since all organs in our body are interconnected, if someone has a liver problem, it might show up as a darkened complexion. When one part of the body is ill, other parts also show symptoms. From this perspective, since the soul is also a part of us, an illness in the soul will manifest in our physical appearance. Spiritually sensitive people can often discern someone's spiritual state just by looking at their hairstyle or clothing. Our spiritual state is reflected in our physical appearance. For instance, if someone claims to be prayerful but has makeup reminiscent of a horror movie or wears clothes that make others frown, it is likely that they are not a person filled with the Holy Spirit. Does the state of our spirit only manifest in our body? Does it not appear in the places we inhabit, like our homes? Naturally, our spiritual state is reflected in our body, our home, and our community. If a person claims to be prayerful but their house is a mess, piled with clutter leaving no space to walk, this is also not normal. Since the spirit is the driving force of life, its importance cannot be overstated. When the spirit is well, the body follows suit. However, this does not mean we can neglect our body. Just as a healthy mind resides in a healthy body, the body also affects the soul. 1 Corinthians chapters 3 and 6 mention that the body of a believer is the temple where God dwells. Therefore, we need to maintain our body healthily and neatly, and keep our homes clean as well. Practically speaking, having healthy eating habits and a regular lifestyle is important. Since it's hard to see ourselves objectively, seeking advice from someone who prays can be helpful. It is beneficial to follow their guidance, especially regarding our hair or clothing style, with a thankful heart. Keeping our living spaces clean, throwing away unnecessary items, and organizing can also improve our spiritual state. In Deuteronomy, there is an instruction for Israelite soldiers to go outside the camp to relieve themselves and cover it with soil. The reason given is that God moves around the camp to help in battle, so it should be kept clean. This story reminds us to keep our bodies and minds clean and our homes tidy, so that the Holy God can dwell among us. Beloved, I pray that in all respects you may prosper and be in good health, just as your soul prospers. I wish for all believers to be healthy, clean, and beautiful in spirit, soul, and body.
Thanks to God for my Redeemer. Thanks for all you do provide. Thanks for times now but a memory. Thanks for Jesus by my side. Thanks for pleasant sunny springtime. Thanks for dark and stormy fall. Thanks for tears I not forgotten. Thanks for peace within my soul. Thanks for prayer that you've answered. Thanks for what you do deny. Thanks for storms that I've weathered. Thanks for all you do supply. Thanks for pain and thanks for pleasure. Thanks for comfort in despair. wayside. Thanks for thunder stems concave. Thanks for home and thanks for fireside. Thanks for hope, the sweet refrain. Thanks for joy and thanks for sorrow. Thanks for